What's up, everybody? Tendo here, and I've been thrift shopping. I bought a big stack of video games and a big stack of other things that I think would be very excited to see. So check this out. All right, who's ready for a full day of thrifting? I know I am. I've got a stack of IKEA bags here. Today's gonna be interesting though, because we are dead on in the middle of monsoon season. See these puddles here? It poured last night. It poured, and now it's just completely humid. It actually feels like back home in Kentucky right now. It's so humid here.
You left the windows down in your car.
Yeah, are they wet? It's rip, fam.
The first stop of the day is a cloud-covered Savers. And I love me some Savers, but I'm not too sure about those clouds. You know, the hardest thing to explain about Phoenix to people who aren't familiar with it is the weather. It's a super dry 120 degrees all summer long, and it burns your face off when you go outside. And then all of a sudden one day that heat just goes away, and then the rain comes, and the rain is just it's different. You know, where I'm from in Kentucky, the rain can come pretty hard, and how ridiculous the rain there can be really made me think I was ready for it in Phoenix. But there's a reason that the rain in Phoenix has its own name, the monsoon. It's just, it comes and it comes hard, which I'm telling you all this to explain that we're going to try to get some thrifting in today before that rain comes, because when that monsoon rolls in, you know, we've been stuck on the side of the street with our blinkers on. It's that bad. You can't see anything, and sometimes that monsoon might correlate with a dust storm, and so you're stuck between a wall of rain and a wall of dust. Things get really weird here in Phoenix. It's a really strange thing to behold. But we're here for video games right now. Let's see if we can squeeze a few out before all that nastiness catches up with us. There's some random titles here I don't have, like some Dance Dance, or that might have actually been a karaoke game. This right here, Namco Museum, I actually ended up having it, which is good because I'd have been mad if I didn't have it and I opened it up and the disc wasn't in there. But I'm going to check all these smaller disc games to make sure there's no PlayStation games in there. But I did come across a PC game that I'm actually going to buy. In the entire history of this channel, I've bought like 2 or 3 PC games. I just don't have a huge interest in collecting PC games. It's the one thing I don't mind having digital, but I do really, really love Left 4 Dead, so I'm going to buy that bad boy. There were also a bunch of Sonic comic books here. I'm digging through here looking for either Game Informer magazines or any gaming-related magazines, but not seeing any, and comic books are just something I'm really trying hard not to collect anymore. I do have quite a few, but I'm trying to focus on the video games for the sake of this channel and for the sake of my own sanity. But let's move on to the electronics. I'm looking really hard here, and I'm glad that I spotted this. You might have already seen it, but right here, what is this bad boy? Oh, it's a GameCube with a Wii on top of it, and a black Wii at that. The black Wii has a $12.99 sticker on it, and this GameCube has a $7.99 sticker on it. And right now, as of shooting this, it is half off day at Savers, which means I'm going to get this GameCube for $4, and I'm going to be able to get out of here with this Wii for $6 or $7. Super excited about that. Look at this, man. That's just a great deal. And you know what? That is the second GameCube I have found in a week. I'm super happy about that. I found a black one 6 or 7 days ago, and today a silver one. If I could just go out and leave here and find an indigo one, I'd find all 3 American releases in 1 week. That'd be nuts. That would definitely be a first. I already do have each of those colors, so I don't have a huge need for this GameCube, but you know your boy's not going to leave here without a $4 GameCube. Come on. You got to know me better than that by now. And right outside the store, I tried to take a beauty shot of what I found today, but look at this in the top left-hand corner. Bird crap. Just ruining every great photo since since forever. Or at least since the camera was invented. When was that? Super early 1800s? Yeah, since then. Boo bird crap. On to the next stop. This is a Deseret Industries. This is a Mormon thrift store. I have told many a thrifty friend about the existence of the Mormon thrift store, and a lot of people can't believe that it exists, but I'm here to tell you it does exist, and it is magical. As you can see there, I just found a Monkey Ball Wii case, and inside of it was a Mario Kart disc. I almost went ahead and bought it because there was no Mario Kart case here, nor was there a Monkey Ball disc. So it's not a big deal to buy that, but the disc itself was just in a really poor condition. I think it was too far gone to bring back. So I left it there. But let's keep digging through here. There's a Rayman game that I already have, a Rayman Rabbids game. I'm trying to get my hands on all of those. There's quite a few, but that is for sure one I already have. And here's a Shrek game. I had to consult my checklist on this one because I do recognize it, but I have it for a different system. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that one for the Wii. A Megamind game. I remember this movie. I'm pretty sure for some reason I went to the theaters to see it. A Ben 10 game. Definitely going to buy that. And a Spider-Man game on the Wii. I love me some Spider-Man games. I have definitely not played this one, so I'm very excited to buy it. It is probably one I'll have to put in this week to try out. A Seen It trivia game, but I'm pretty sure that one came in a box set of some sort, so I'm going to wait to find that in the wild elsewhere with everything else that came with it. What else? Ooh, Where the Wild Things Are. No manual, though. I do see this game turn up a lot, so I'll wait for one with a manual. And then this is where they put all their other electronics. There is a plug-and-play Pac-Man there. I actually bought one of those a few trips ago at this exact Deseret Industries. And I traded it in, I think, for just a few more dollars than I spent on it. So I'm not going to worry about it this time. It's kind of hard to dig through all this stuff. Sometimes I get to digging in there and I'll find a controller or something. But it's not looking like it's been refreshed lately. So I'm going to keep on moving. Not too long ago, I walked into the back of the Deseret Industries thrift store, and I actually found a Wii. So even though there's not really much in the back of the thrift store that I typically would look at, I do usually make a lap anyways, just to make sure that nothing I would want has been moved around. And sometimes in the toy section, you can find video game-related stuff that's just been haphazardly tossed in there, but I'm not seeing anything today, so let's keep moving. If you're watching and you live anywhere in the western United States, I really suggest you give it a Google and see if there isn't a Deseret Industries near you. I've never really looked it up to see where all they are. I mean, obviously they're going to be around Utah, where Mormonism is most prevalent, but they do trickle down here as well. So maybe where you're at, there might be some of these thrift stores. And if there are, you definitely need to check them out.
And welcome to the fall time in Phoenix. That right there, that's monsoon. I'm soaking wet just from walking across the parking lot in it.
As we were leaving that Deseret Industries to drive to our favorite Savers across town, we got rained on and we got soaked just making it to our car. So we spent the last half of the day completely soaking wet, which is a bummer, but you kind of have to plan for that monsoon season here in Phoenix. So I'm going to squish around in my squishy wet shoes and look at some stuff here at this Savers. This lockbox sometimes has video games in it. I see a couple DS games in there I'm not interested in, but there are some computer components sitting over on this shelf that I'm going to ask this lady to let me see when she is done waiting on some other people that were there first. There's a gentleman that wanted to see some jewelry and another guy that was interested in something else on that shelf, and I told her I just wanted to peek at this computer component. It's a graphics card. And I just wanted to show it because I am into building computers, and I have actually been able to build a complete gaming PC from components bought at the thrift store. There is a video on my channel of that exact PC build, and if you're into that kind of thing, you should definitely go search that out and check that out. It's a deep dive. It's from a little bit before I actually started the channel in the iteration that it now exists in, but it's a cool video, and that computer that I built, we play on it quite regularly. It's pretty nice being able to build something so expensive from cheap parts from the thrift store. But there's something quite interesting to observe here at this Savers. I've been to this Savers several times in the last few weeks, and maybe a few of the more astute among you watching might notice this, but there's a few things in here that have actually been here since those last few trips, including that Spider-Man game that is missing its disc and a few of these other sports titles. Savers doesn't really toss stuff out after it's been sitting for a long time. Or if they do, they don't quite do it at the rate that Goodwill does. I know for a fact that the Goodwills here in Phoenix, once something has been there for X number of weeks or whatever the exact date is, they pile all that stuff up and they send it to the Goodwill bins, which if you've watched this channel a bunch, you know all about the Goodwill bins. If you don't, if you're just joining us, the Goodwill bins is a local center where all the Goodwills in the region send their leftover stuff to, and you get to dig through it and pay for it by weight. And if you're new to the channel, just hang out because we go there quite often. But I'm seeing a lot of good stuff here that I want. There's a few things that I want here that don't have their manuals, etc., so I won't get them. But I am going to buy this LA Noire. I didn't know that was 3 discs. Why is it 3 discs? I can't wait to get home and find out, because that's definitely a game I want to give a playthrough. There's a couple racing games here that look really good that I'm definitely going to buy. There's a good bunch of Xbox stuff today, which I'm never mad about. And then a quick dig through the magazines. You never know what you're going to find in here. Of course, I keep digging usually in hopes to find some Nintendo Power or something super desirable like that. But I will settle for some Game Informers. And I've been having a pretty easy time finding Game Informers. And look at that. Today is no different. Game Informer right off the bat. And then I keep digging here for a minute or two, and I do find another. I find an Assassin's Creed Game Informer. Boom! Not mad about that at all. For as long as I've been coming to Savers, they've been bundling up big stacks of DVDs like this and selling them at a huge discount. Part of me kind of wishes they'd do that with video games. I think that'd be real fun for the channel, just to bring home a giant box of grab bag video games and see what's inside. But as of yet, they've not started doing that. But they do sell awesome hats, as you can see here on Hannah's head. Alright guys, we are back in the game room. I'm very happy with this stack of games. I'm very happy with the other stuff that I found. And I'm very happy with these magazines. I've been buying up Game Informer magazines because we do have plans in the future to make videos about our favorite games and be a little bit historical about them. Not super historical, but you know, we want to find the information about the games, and I feel like Game Informer is a pretty good source to find information about games that was prevalent when the games came out. So I'm going to have a wall full of Game Informers one of these days. These are some of the newer ones, and they're up near 300. So I don't know that I'll ever have 300 Game Informer magazines, but I am finding them pretty quickly. I have a big stack of them. So let's go on to the video games, and then we'll talk about the best after that. We'll save the best for last. So no particular order here. They're just stacked up. Black for the original Xbox. This feels light. No, the manual's in there. Didn't feel like it was in there. It must be yeah, it's a very small manual. I've never played this. Comment below if you have. Should I play it? I definitely should play this one. Twilight, seen it. Very nice. It's all there. Now this actually, we have a series here on the channel where we play bad video games. Well, video games look bad. In hopes to find some that are good. This actually looks like it might be a candidate. It looks terrible from the cover, but this could be a good time. Kung Fu Panda, sign me up. Skadoosh. Next, the 6 millionth Shrek game that I've bought. Why are there so many Shrek video games? We will never know. Somebody told me the world is gonna roll me. Next, Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. Very happy to find this. I'm totally unfamiliar with this game. Did not know it existed. I will be playing this week. Next up, Cosmic Destruction, a Ben 10 game. Very nice. These always look dope. I never did watch this cartoon. I was a bit old for it. It was on TV. I was well into my teenage years by then. And yeah, but I don't know. These games always look cool. Spore Hero. I see this for the PC all of the time. Didn't know that it was on the Wii, but it is. This is really heavy. That manual. What? That manual's a book. That's huge. That is real big for a manual. Next up, Megamind, Mega Team Unite. If I recall correctly, Brad Pitt, that voiced the superhero dude, and Will Ferrell was the bad guy. Good guy turned bad guy. Bad guy turned good guy. I watched it when it first came out, but not since. Go Diego Go, Great Dinosaur Rescue. Very nice. Now this is another one that I've never played that I will definitely be putting in this week. Bloodwake. It's a boating racing game, I guess. Speed headlong into a fast and furious world of savage high-speed racing. I'm into that. I'll definitely be putting that in. Thief, with its label shifted upward. I've never played this either. I seem to recall when it came out it looking interesting, but I don't know. Once again, comment below if you're familiar, and I should play. I like the looks of it. Next up, Smuggler's Run 2. Hostile Territory. I'm pretty sure I just bought the first one of these, so we've got both. Here's another racing game that looks alright. Quantum
Redshift for the original Xbox. That looks awesome. Look at this dude with the eye patch on the back. Next up, you know what I'm ashamed to say I never, well, I can't say I never played this. When this first came out way back in the day, I played a little bit of it at a friend's house. But as big as a Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto fan as I am, there's 3 discs in here. What's up with that? Yeah, there's full 3 discs. I'm ashamed to say I never played this one, so I'll definitely be putting this in my pile to play all the way through soon. I actually bought a PC game today, Left 4 Dead 2. Hold on a second. Okay, good. I actually didn't know if I already had this one or the first one for PC. But I'm glad that it's the same one because now I can put it on both my PCs and Hannah and I can sit here and play it together on the PC instead of the Xbox 360, which we're used to playing it on. This will be an interesting experience. A game I've put so many hours into on the Xbox 360, switching over to the PC. So that's pretty awesome. This one is just a regular edition that I bought today. This one has the extra stuff that I already had, but surely I'll be able to play them together. I mean, everything else on the case is the same.
Same, but different.
All right, next up, Karaoke Revolution Party. So many karaoke and Dance Dance Revolution games, it's ridiculous. SingStar Pop. You know what? Again, I'm trying to go for a PS2 full collection. I want them all. It's kind of a bummer when I've got to buy this stuff, but you know what? I passed up on like the whole set of this, like 12 games, all the SingStar stuff. They were all like $2 a piece at a Goodwill the other day. I should have bought them all. I didn't, because I'm thinking that this is the only one I have now, and now I've got to piece the rest of them together. Sometimes when you have the chance to get them all at once, you just got to do it. Madden 25. I had to look at that. There's a lot of numbers going on there. Madden 1989. Okay, Madden 25, I guess it's 1989 through 2014. Okay. Skylanders Trap Team for the PS3. Very nice. And then The Sims 3 for Wii. We were actually really surprised. I don't know why we were surprised that this was on the Wii. We just never thought about it. Between Hannah and I, all of our Sims play has always been on the PlayStation 2 or PC. We were surprised to see this for the Wii. But it's on the Wii.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right, last, we have 2 systems that I found today. Let's start with the Wii. I bought this one because it was half off, so it was half of $14.99. It was $7.50. Quick math. And yeah, it's missing its covers. Let's get underneath there and look. Actually, these are not going to cut it. See if I can do this without cutting the cord. Oh, this is dangerous. Alright, so it's missing the cover for the GameCube controller ports. But that's alright because I've got a huge handful of spares. You almost never find Wii's with those doors on them, so I keep extras around. And now this Wii is complete. And this is one of the ones that, because it's not a white one, it goes for several dollars for trade-in. But as I mentioned several episodes ago, we're thinking about doing some giveaways here on the channel. We were thinking that we might start with Wii's, try to give a few people that subscribe, etc., a Wii and a game or two. So maybe this will be a candidate. I don't know. I'm not making any promises. Don't get mad at me if I go trade this in next week, because I've already got a black Wii. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see, but right over here on this top shelf, there's a few Wii's there, and then I've also got a full inbox black one. So I don't need another one. It's just couldn't pass it up for $7. All right, last and certainly not least, it's a GameCube. I've done it twice in 1 week. Here's the one that I got last week. If I find one more, if I find an indigo one this week, I'll have found all 3 American release colors in 1 week. Someone asked last time which model they were. This one today is a DOL 101, and this one from last week is a DOL 001. I actually don't remember the differences in the models off the top of my head. I'm going to have to go look that up, because whichever one's better, I'm probably going to have to maybe switch these out for the ones I already have. I don't know. But I'm pretty lousy about testing this stuff. I certainly haven't tested the new one that I just got. I still haven't tested the old one from last week. I actually ran out to somebody in public who recognized me from these videos, and he was like, "Hey, did that GameCube work?" I was like, "Oh, I'm so lame, man. I haven't tested it." But I will be testing it soon because about once a month, when I get all this extra stuff like those GameCubes, I take it and put it all in one big box, test everything, and then take the stuff that works to a store where I can trade it all in. And then I buy the expensive video games. As you've probably noticed if you've watched several of my episodes, I don't buy a lot of expensive games on the go. I usually save those expensive games for trade-in credit. So that's the plan. That video will be coming probably in about a week or so. But that's it. That's a pretty good stack of games. 21 games today. Very happy about that. I'll never be mad about finding $7 GameCubes. No, $4 GameCubes. That one was $4, which is really funny because I paid for this one by weight last week. It was like $4.25. So I actually got this one cheaper than I got that one last week. So sweet, very nice. But leave me a comment below. Let me know what your favorite thing that I got today was. I should say GameCube, and don't get me wrong, I'm always happy to find GameCubes. But I'm actually extra happy to find a second copy of Left 4 Dead 2 for the PC so that Hannah and I can play it together. I love this game so much. Maybe leave me a comment. Let me know what your least favorite thing that I got today was. There's a few games in here that are not bangers.
It is not a banger.
Sing Pop. I've got so many karaoke games. No good. Hey, that was a good find too, I think, right? But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And thanks for going to the thrift store with me, as always. You guys definitely should hit that like and subscribe button before you go because we've got some cool videos planned for this next week. Plenty of more thrifting videos to come, but some extra goodness sprinkled in there with the thrifting videos. Also, real quick before you go, guys, make sure to run over to my Twitch and hit that follow button so when we go live and stream ridiculous video games that we bring home from the thrift, you'll get a notification and you can come and hang out with us then. But until then, guys, peace out.